press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back to the video classes. Today let us move on to part 40 of some basic principles and techniques. So in this part let us consider naming of bicyclic compounds. In the last class we have discussed about there are three types of bicyclic compounds, and you know what do you mean by bicyclic compounds? The compounds containing two rings. Bicyclic or by the name itself indicates. So the compounds containing two alicyclic rings are nothing but bicyclic compounds. There are three types: spirobicyclic compounds, fused bicyclic compounds, bridged bicyclic compounds. In spirobicyclic compounds, only one carbon atom is present as a bridge head carbon atom. So, the two rings are joined through the one carbon atom. One carbon atom is common for two rings, and in fused there are two carbon atoms between the two rings, and in bridged bicyclic compounds more than two carbon atoms are there between the two rings. So, they act as a bridge head carbon atoms. So, on the basis of this number of carbon atoms common to two rings, we can classify bicyclic compounds into three types: spirobicyclic compounds, and fused bicyclic compounds, and bridged bicyclic compounds. So, today let us move on to naming of these compounds and also naming of some special organic compounds. And this topic, the concept is not there for your board exams, but it is for your competitive part. Okay. Now, let us move on to the naming of, this is for your NEET and JEE, especially it is important for JEE. Okay. Now, let us move on to naming of bicyclic compounds. Naming of bicyclic compounds. Okay. Now, let us consider the first one. Naming of spirobicyclic compounds. So, naming of spirobicyclic compounds. So, here I will give the formula how to name the spirobicyclic compounds, and later on I will explain how to name the spirobicyclic compounds. So, the first part of name is prefix, and next one is the one more prefix called spiro, and it is common to all the compounds, and start a bracket parenthesis in which you have to specify x comma y. I will explain what is x and y here. Then you have to add root word and then primary suffix, and then comes secondary suffix. So, here what is x and y? I will explain that. Before that, let me take the example here. This is the example for spirobicyclic compound. So, this is spirobicyclic compound. Here we have OH group, and here we have double bond and a branch. Okay. So, this is an example for bicyclic compound. So, why it is pyrobicyclic? Because only one bridgehead carbon is there. This is bridgehead carbon, okay, only one carbon, and as I said, it is quaternary carbon, 4-degree carbon, clear? Now, prefix indicates the any substituent group is there on the ring, any of the rings here. These are the two rings in which this is a smaller ring and it is a larger ring. What do you mean by smaller ring? Which containing less number of carbon atoms. While counting the number of carbon atoms, you have to count the carbon atoms excluding bridgehead carbon atoms. Bridgehead carbon na bitbiಟ್ಟು ಉಳಿದಿರೋ carbon atoms ಎಷ್ಟಿದಾವೆ? 1, 2, 3. This ring containing 3 carbon atoms in a path. Okay. Now, so this is bridge, correct? And this is bridgehead. And this ring containing 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. So, therefore, it is a smaller ring and this is a larger ring, and this carbon is common to both the rings, and therefore, it is called bridgehead carbon. This is bridgehead carbon. And first step is we need to number the carbon atoms of both the rings. We need to number the carbon atoms of both the rings, and numbering is done from the carbon next to the bridgehead carbon. So, numbering is done from the carbon next to the bridgehead carbon. Okay. Now, here is bridgehead carbon, correct? Now, numbering can be done from this carbon or from this carbon or from this carbon or from this carbon, because numbering in while naming the spirobicyclic compounds, we have to number the carbon atom, number the atom next to the bridgehead carbon. Next to the bridgehead carbon, there are 4 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go with this carbon or this carbon or this carbon or this carbon, but according to the rule, first we have to number the smaller ring and then the larger ring. So, smaller to larger ring, smaller to larger ring. This rule is very, very important. Functional group, wherever it may be on a smaller ring or on a larger ring. Numbering is done from smaller to the larger ring, and numbering is done from the carbon which is next to the bridgehead carbon, which is next to the bridgehead carbon. Therefore, either we have to start the number from this carbon or from this carbon, because this is the smaller ring, correct? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon atoms are there, and here 4 carbon atoms are there, including 1 bridgehead carbon. So, therefore, this is the smaller ring. Numbering should be done either from this carbon or from this carbon. And again, while numbering the smaller ring or the larger ring, again we have to follow the same IUPAC rules. Preference should be given to first functional group, and then to the multiple bonds, and then to the substituent group. So, ring first 2 rings irutte, illi only one common bridgehead carbon atom irutte. So, first step is numbering the carbon atoms in a ring. Numbering is done from the carbon atom which is next to the bridgehead carbon atoms, and first the numbering is from smaller ring to the larger ring. And again, while numbering the carbon atoms in a smaller ring, so again we had to follow the preference, order of preference to the functional group, and then to the multiple bonds, and then to the substituent group. Again, if any carbon containing functional group is there, again we had to use the special secondary suffix, and we should not consider that carbon atom to the ring. Okay. And again, if 2 or more different functional groups are present, again we have to follow the priority table. The same rules that we need to follow, but only we have to number the carbon atom next to the bridgehead carbon atom, and we follow smaller ring to the larger ring, and again order of preference from functional group, multiple bond, and the substituent group. Now, let us number this ring, smaller ring, as we know that this carbon containing functional group, we have to give 1 locant 1 to here, 2, 3. After numbering the smaller ring, it should end with the bridgehead carbon. So, after numbering the smaller ring, it ends with at the bridgehead carbon. Again, it follows the numbering from the carbon atom which containing multiple bond or a functional group in a larger ring. So, first smaller ring ಅನ್ನು ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಎಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಗೈನ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ನಂಬರ್ the larger ring, again it follows the order of preference. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ double bond ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ substituent group ಇದೆ, preference should be given to double bond. Therefore, we need to numbering from this end 5, 6, 7, 8. So, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I can give the explanation to this. Prefix stands for any substituent group is there on any of the rings. It may be on a smaller ring or may be on a larger ring. That we need to give the prefix for a substituent group along with the locant, and into which we have to add, then we have to add the prefix spiro. Spiro is for spiro bicyclic compounds, and take a bracket x comma y, where x indicates number of carbon atoms in a smaller ring, x indicates number of carbon atoms in a smaller ring, and y is number of carbon atoms in a larger ring. So, what is x? Number of carbon atoms in a smaller ring, which is excluding the bridgehead carbon atom, and y is the number of carbon atoms in a larger ring. Then that is x comma y, and then root word. Root word is total number of carbon atoms present in the molecule, means it includes the total number of carbon atoms, the number of carbon atoms in a smaller ring, larger ring, along with the bridgehead carbon atom. We need to add number of carbon atoms in smaller ring, bridgehead carbon, and the number of carbon atoms in a larger ring. ಅಥವಾ ಲೋಕೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ 8. Accordingly, we need to give the root word. Total number of carbon atoms in a molecule gives the root word. Clear? Now, primary suffix. If any double bond or the triple bond is there, we need to give the primary suffix ane, ene, yne, and the secondary suffix. Any functional group, if it is present, we need to give the secondary suffix along with the position of multiple bonds and the functional group. We need to give the position of multiple bonds and the functional group by using the locants. Clear? And the secondary suffix, while writing the secondary suffix, but for the functional groups which are non-terminal, which not containing the carbon atoms, follows the same secondary suffix, but if a functional group containing carbon atom, then we have to use the special secondary suffix for those functional groups. For example, if CHO group is present, CHO aldehyde functional group is present, we have to give carbaldehyde as a secondary suffix, special secondary suffix. If COOH group is present, then we have to use carboxylic acid as a special secondary suffix. And similarly, any carbon containing terminal functional groups are there, we have to use the special secondary suffix for those functional groups. And this is the naming of the spiro bicyclic compounds. And remember, so numbering, first step is numbering of the carbon atoms in a ring. Numbering is done from the atom which is next to the bridgehead carbon atom, and it follows first smaller ring to the larger ring, and while numbering the carbon atoms in smaller and the larger ring, again we have to follow the order of preference. Preference goes to functional group, substituent group, and functional group, multiple bonds, and then the substituent groups. And again we need to specify the number of carbon atoms in smaller ring and the larger ring, and which excludes the bridgehead carbon atoms. So, again we had to specify the prefix, primary suffix and secondary suffix along with their positions. Now, let me give the name of this pyro compound. What is the prefix here? Methyl group is present, which is on the 7th carbon, therefore 7-methyl, this is the prefix. If no substituent group is there, so there will be no prefix in the name of the compound. 7-methyl spiro, take a bracket, count the number of carbon atoms in a smaller ring excluding the bridgehead carbon ಬಿಟ್ಟು, so smaller ring ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು carbon atom ಇದೆ? 1, 2, 3. So 3 carbon atoms, and in a larger ring 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 carbon atoms. Close the bracket. So 3, 4 indicates ring with 3 carbon atoms, ring with 4 carbon atoms, which excluding one bridgehead carbon atom, and it is common to both the rings. Okay, 3, 4. What is the root word? Total number of carbon atoms is 8. Therefore, oct. And any primary suffix, S double bond is there between 5th and the 6th carbon. Therefore, oct 5 ene, and alcohol group is there on the first carbon. Therefore, 5 ene 1 al. The same secondary suffix we had to use for alcohol functional group, and this is the name of this spiro compound. So, what is the formula we had to use? Prefix spiro, x comma y indicates the number of carbon atoms in smaller and the larger ring, root word, primary suffix and the secondary suffix. So, this is the naming of spiro bicyclic compounds. Now, let us move on to the naming of fused and bridged bicyclic compounds. So, move on to the second one. Naming of fused and bridged bicyclic compounds. Naming of fused and bridged bicyclic compounds. So, the rules that we have followed to name the fused and bridged bicyclic compounds are same. Let me give the formula here. Prefix, again it is for substituent group, followed by the one more prefix, a special prefix for the bicyclic compounds and the fused compounds is bicyclo, and take a bracket A, B, C, because in a bridge head carbon atom, since they are more than one, we need to mention the carbon atoms in all the parts here, A, B, C, and then it follows the root word, total number of carbon atoms, then primary suffix, presence of multiple bonds, and secondary suffix, presence of functional group. So, I will explain what is ABC here. Let me give one example for this. Let me give the example. So, this is an example for bicyclic, that is fused bicyclic compound, again bridged bicyclic compound. Only difference in fused and bridged bicyclic compound is that two carbon atoms, if it is present as a bridge head carbon atom, then it is fused. If two carbon atoms are common to both the rings, then it is fused. More than two carbon atoms, then it is bridged. Okay. Now prefix goes to substituent group. Any substituent group on any of the rings here, then bicyclo. It is a common prefix for all the compounds. Now let us consider what is this ABC. ABC is nothing but, now here mark the bridge head carbon atoms. So these two are the bridge head carbon atoms here, and in this case clearly you have to understand this. In this case, while naming the fused and the bridged bicyclic compounds, so you have to number the carbon atom from one bridge head carbon. So ಸ್ಪೈರೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ದ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಡನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. You can start the numbering from this bridge head carbon atom or from this bridge head carbon atoms, and it follows the longest route or the longest path. Then it ends with the another bridge head carbon. Again continue with the second longest path, and till all the carbon atoms are numbered, you need to follow the numbering of the carbon atoms. Andre 3 paths alli ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So we have to start the numbering from one bridge head carbon atoms. One bridge head carbon atom ಇಂದ ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗೇನೆ it follows the longest path. Longest path ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು bridge head carbon atoms, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಝೀರೋ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್. ಝೀರೋ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನೋ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾತ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಝೀರೋ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾತ್, ಈ ಪಾತ್ ನೋಡಿ, ವಿಚ್ ಕಂಟೈನಿಂಗ್ 3 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. While counting the carbon atoms, you need to exclude the bridge head carbon atoms here. This is the path with 0 carbon. This is the path with 3 carbon atoms. This is the path with 4 carbon atoms. Allige 3 paths are there. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Correct? The first path containing no carbon atoms. Second path containing 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms, and the third path containing 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. So third path ಅಲ್ಲಿ 4 carbon atoms ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 carbon atoms ಇದೆ. So this is zero bridge path ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, because no carbon atom between the bridge head carbon atoms. So bicyclic and fused and bridged bicyclic compounds na naming ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ first is numbering the carbon atoms. Numbering the carbon atom is done from one of the bridge head carbon atoms, and it follows the longest path followed by the second longest path and finally the shortest path. So first longest path alli ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ it ends with the second bridge head carbon, and then it continue with the next longest path. Next longest path alli ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. And last in a final we need to go with the smallest path. So we need to number the carbon atoms in a bicyclic, fused and bridged bicyclic compounds in such a way that numbering starts from one bridge head carbon, it follows the longest route or the longest path and ends with the second bridge head carbon atom. While numbering, again we need to give the preference for multiple bonds and functional group, multiple bonds and the substituent group, and it ends with the second carbon, the second bridge head carbon again continue the numbering from the next longest path and numbering end with the smallest path. So, number maximum number in the smaller number ge ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು and you can say it as larger ring to smaller ring. ಸೊ ಸ್ಪೈರೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಪಾತ್ ಇತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ರಿಂಗ್ ಪಾತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ರಿಂಗ್ ಪಾತ್ ನಾವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ಇಂದ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ರಿಂಗ್ ಪಾತಿಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಬೈಸೈಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಪಾತ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಸೊ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 1 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ 3 ಪಾತ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಲಾಂಗೆಸ್ಟ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲಾಂಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ಆ ಥರ. ಸೊ ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 1 bridge head, follows the longest path, ends with the second bridge head, and then it continue with the numbering with the second longest and then the smaller, that is smaller path anta heltivi. So illi numbering should be done from 1 bridge head carbon and we need to number the largest ring first and then the smaller ring. We need to follow this rule and see here, this is smallest ring which containing only 3 carbon atoms in a path, but this is longest path, larger ring which containing 4 carbon atoms. In this case we have to number first the larger ring and then the smaller ring, and as we know that smaller ring containing functional group, but still we cannot violate that rule, that is larger ring to the smaller ring or longest path to the shortest path, longest to the shortest path. Let us start either from this carbon or from this carbon, but we need to start it from this carbon to give the preference for multiple bond. Take it as 1 as it is longest path, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See here, so numbering I started with the 1 of the bridge head carbon atom and it follows the longest route, and I took this path because this path containing multiple bond and this gets the lowest number, correct. Therefore I followed this path, longest path, and it ends with the second bridge carbon. Now we have to start the next longest. So next longest is this one because it containing 3 carbon atoms, but here no carbon atom, therefore this is the shortest path. First longest is this, second longest is that, and this one is shortest path. Therefore we need to give the number to this carbon 7, 8, 9. Now you can write the name. What is the prefix? On the 4th carbon we have ethyl group, correct. Therefore the name is 4-ethyl, 4-ethyl. I'll write the name here, 4-ethyl bicyclo. Now ABC. So ABC indicates number of carbon atoms from longest path to the shortest path, and while giving the number of carbon atoms you need to excluding the carbon atom, that is bridge head carbon atoms. We have to give the carbon atoms excluding the bridge head carbon atoms. So the longest path A, this is A and this is B and this gives C. Okay, A containing 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. Next longest path is this which containing 3 carbon atoms, and the next shortest path is this 6 to 1. This path there is no carbon atoms, therefore it is 0. Remember, in case of fused bicyclic compound, C is always 0. In fused bicyclic compound, C is always 0 because the 2 bridge head carbon atoms will be there in fused bicyclic compound. C is always 0. 4, 3, 0. The number of carbon atoms present in 3 paths should be arranged in descending order, should be arranged in descending order. The number of carbon atoms from longest path to the shortest path is arranged in descending order, higher to the lower, descending order, 4, 3, 0. What is the root word? Total number of carbon atoms is 9, therefore known. So, what is the primary suffix? 2 in, known, 2 in and 8 own. So, 2 in is between second and third carbon, there is a double bond, therefore known 2 in, 8 own. So, here is a ketone functional group, the same secondary suffix we need to use, therefore known 2 in, 8 own. So, that is the name of this fused bicyclic compound. So, while naming this, you have to remember this formula prefix, another prefix bicyclo, ABC, number of carbon atoms from longest to the shortest path, we need to arrange in descending order, and we have to consider the carbon atoms excluding the bridgehead carbon atoms, ABC. Next root word, total number of carbon atoms, primary suffix, presence of multiple bonds in either of the rings, and secondary suffix, the presence of the functional group. Again here also the carbon containing terminal functional group, if it is there, we need to use the special secondary suffix like carbaldehyde, carboxamide, like that we need to use the special secondary suffix. Okay. Now, let me give the examples for naming spiro bicyclic compounds and the fused and bridged bicyclic compounds. So, move on to the examples. Take down the examples. So, take down examples for this. Let us first consider spiro bicyclic compounds. So, first compound, second one, second one, second one, third one, third one, write down the compounds. And the fourth one, okay. So, move on to the numbering of these compounds. So, this is first one, 2 rings are there, this is bridgehead carbon. You need to start the numbering from smaller to the larger. Smaller is this containing 3 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3. This is larger ring, 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, the numbering should be done from this ring. Since there is no substituent, no multiple bonds, you can start from this carbon or from this carbon. So, I will start from this carbon, 1, 2, 3, even you can give number 3, 1 to here, 3, and it ends with the bridgehead carbon, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, here you can start from this carbon or from this carbon because there is no substituent or the functional group or the any multiple bonds. It is a simple spiro bicyclic compound. So, therefore, you can go with this, no problem. Now, you can give the prefix, no prefix here. What is the prefix that we had to use for spiro compounds, it is spiro and X comma Y. X is the number of carbon atoms in a smaller ring. Smaller ring is this which containing 3 carbon atoms and therefore it is 3, and in larger ring there are 4 carbon atoms, therefore it is 3 comma 4. Spiro 3 comma 4, total number of carbon atoms here is 8, therefore octane. Octane, because there is no multiple bonds here and no functional group, and it is a very simple spiro bicyclic compound. Spiro 3 comma 4 octane. Octane gives the total number of carbon atoms in a spiro compound. Move on to this. So, smaller ring 1, 2, 3, 4, smaller ring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is larger ring. Therefore, numbering should be done from this ring, and here is a multiple bond. If you give the number from this end or this end, the locant remains the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, no prefix here, therefore, you start with the prefix spiro. Total number of carbon atoms here is 4 and here is 5. 4 comma 5. Total number of carbon is 10. Therefore, dec is the root word, and 2-ene. Dec, 2-ene or 2-decene. You can write it as 2-decene. Okay. And this is the name of this spiro compound. Now, move on to this compound. So, this is the bridgehead carbon. This ring containing 3 carbon atoms. This ring also containing 3 carbon atoms of equal size. Rings are of equal size. Therefore, numbering is done to that ring which containing functional group, and then preference should be given to the multiple bonds and then to the substituent. As this ring containing functional group here, what is this functional group? Sorry, it should be C double bond OH. What is the functional group? Aldehyde functional group is there. Therefore, we need to give the preference for this. Therefore, we have to start the numbering from this ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. No prefix, therefore, spiro. Now, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, both the rings containing 3 carbon atoms in a path. So, 3 comma 3. Total number of carbon atom is hept and ane, heptane, 1 carbaldehyde. Since CHO group, aldehyde is the functional group in a compound, we cannot consider that carbon to the root word there. Therefore, we have to give the special secondary suffix called carbaldehyde to the CHO functional group. Therefore, spiro 3 comma 3 heptane 1 carbaldehyde. You can ignore the locant 1 here. You can write it as heptane carbaldehyde, heptane carbaldehyde, and here you can retain the terminal E as it starts with C. So, heptane 1 carbaldehyde, and that is the name of that spiro compound. So, move on to the fourth one. Here we have 2 carbon atoms in one ring and 3 carbon atoms in a second ring. We have to start from the smaller ring, giving preference to substituent, and as we know that the larger ring containing functional group, but according to the rule we need to number the smaller ring first. Let me start the numbering from this end. 1, 2, 3. Now we need to give the preference for carbon containing functional group. What is this functional group? Ketone functional group, which carbon atom that keto included in a root word. So, we can number it from this end or from this end. The number remains the same. So, you can give 4, 5, 6. Now, give the prefix 1 methyl spiro. So, total number of carbon atoms here is 2. And here is 3. In a smaller ring 2 carbon atoms and in a larger ring 3 carbon atoms. followed by what is the root word? Hex, hexane, hexane, and 5-one. On the fifth carbon we have ketone group, therefore hexane 5-one is the IUPAC name. Hexane 5-one is the IUPAC name. So that is the name of the compound. Let me give one more example to this. One more example. Take down fifth one. Fifth one. So this is cyclopropane is fused with cyclohexane. Okay. Now here is Me, methyl group, and here is OH group. Now you give the name for this compound. So bridgehead carbon, smaller ring because containing 2 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms are there in this ring, this is larger ring, but according to rule we have to follow smaller to the larger, therefore 1, 2, 3. Now numbering should be done from this end because we need to give the preference for functional group and a substituent group. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now give the name prefix 4-methyl, 4-methyl, then spiro, 2 carbon atoms in a smaller ring, 5 carbon atoms in a larger ring, 2, 5, total number of carbon atoms is octane and 5 all. Octane 5 all is the IUPAC name. Clear? So 4-methyl spiro, 2, 5, octane 5 all, octane 5 all. 5 all. So alcohol functional group, and this is the name of spirobicyclic compounds. Now move on to the examples for fused and bridged bicyclic compounds. Move on to the examples of fused and bridged bicyclic compounds. Take down the examples. So write down the examples for fused and bridged bicyclic compounds. Take down the first example. First one. Write down the example. Cyclohexane rings are fused here, which containing one substituent group on the one ring. Take down the second example. And third one, write on the third one, that is so this is third one, and write on the fourth one. Fourth bicyclic compound, it is this is fourth one. Double bond O, and here is Cl. So these are the compounds for naming. This is fused or you can say bridged bicyclic compounds. And what is the rule we need to follow? we need to number the ring from larger path, longest path to the shortest path, longest to the shortest path, which we need to give. There are 3 paths here in a bicyclic compound, 1, 2 and 3. So, first will be 4 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this path containing 0 carbon atoms, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Again this path also contains 4 carbon atoms. So, these two are the longest paths and this is the shortest one. In fused bicyclic compounds, as I said, one path gives a 0 carbon atom because which does not containing any carbon atom in between, because the fused bicyclic itself indicates there are 2 carbon atoms are common to 2 rings. So, therefore, longest ring, this is also longest path, this is also longest path, but this path containing substituent. So, number of carbon atoms here is same, therefore, we can give the number from this end, and in this case we have to number from the bridgehead, one of the bridgehead carbon. We cannot start from this end, 1, 2, 3, 4, locant, highest locant will get. If you start from this end, 1, 2, 3. So, you start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, this is the numbering of the carbon atoms from smaller to the, larger to the smaller ring or the longest path to the shortest path. Okay. So, I will rewrite this one here. Now, write the name. What is prefix? 3-ethyl, correct? 3-ethyl bicyclo, take a bracket. What is A? So, first longest path is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Second longest path is this 4, 4, and this is the third longest path which containing no carbon atoms. Therefore, we need to specify it as 0. Total number of carbon atoms is 10. Therefore, decane. So, decane is the root word because there is no multiple bond. Now, move on to the second compound here. Second one, we have 2 substituent groups, methyl and the bromo here, and find out the longest path 1, 2, 3, 4, and here it is 0 and here it is 2. Therefore, longest path is this and it follows the number from here, and let me give the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, this is the numbering longest, next longest and then the shortest. Now, move on to the name 3-bromo 8-methyl, 3-bromo 8-methyl. Here we have to follow alphabetical order. 3-bromo 8-methyl, 3-bromo 8-methyl. So, here 3-bromo 8-methyl, 3-bromo 8-methyl, 3-bromo 8-methyl. Then what is the prefix we need to use? Bicyclo, correct? And start the bracket. A consisting of 4 carbon atoms, and B next longest path containing 2 carbon atoms, 4 to 0, 4 to 0, and what is total number of carbon atoms? 8. Therefore, octane. Octane is the IUPAC name. So, 3-bromo 8-methyl bicyclo 4,2,0 octane is the IUPAC name. Now, move on to this name compound. This is a bridged bicyclic compound. Why it is bridged? Because more than 2 carbon atoms are there in a bridge. This is one ring and this is one ring. This is bridge. Bridge containing one carbon. Okay. So, total bridged carbon atoms are 3 here. So, 3 carbon atoms are common between 2 rings, correct. 1, 2, 3, 3 carbon atoms are common between 2 rings. Therefore, this is the bridged bicyclic compound. Now, numbering again from larger to the smaller or longest route to the shortest route. So, 3 routes which consisting of 2 carbon atoms in this path, 1 carbon and 2 carbon. So, these 2 paths are called longest paths. So, but this path containing 1 methyl group, but the number of carbon atoms in both the paths are same. ಈ ಪಾತಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. But this path containing only 1 carbon, therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and this is 7. Okay. Now, name the compound 2-methyl bicyclo, 2-methyl bicyclo, take a bracket, it starts with ABC here. This is a double bond H, make it H. So, 2-methyl bicyclo, then what is this? The number of carbon atoms in a longest ring, 2 carbon atoms and 1 carbon atom. So, in bridge bicyclic compound, C is not 0. If it is not 0 means you can say that this is bridged bicyclic compound. So, 2-methyl bicyclo 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Total number of carbon atoms are hexane. So, since there is no multiple bond, it is hexane. Now, move on to the last compound, last one. This one. Now, here also we have the 3 paths 1, 2 and here we have multiple bond in this path and here functional group is there in this path. Both the paths containing same number of carbon atoms, 2 carbon atoms, but preference should be given to functional group. Make it C double bond OH, aldehyde functional group and here is multiple bond. Give the number from this end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now, give the name. What is the substituent? 3-chloro. I will write the name here. 3-chloro bicyclo. 3-chloro bicyclo. What is the name? Substituent is 3-chloro. On the third carbon we have chlorine. 3-chloro bicyclo. Now, first path 1, 2 carbon atoms, second path containing 2 carbon atoms and the third path containing only 1 carbon, 2, 2, 1. Total number of carbon atoms is hept. Hept is the total number of carbon atoms. So, here also there are 7 carbon atoms, 7 carbon atoms, heptane. Here also 7 carbon atoms, make a correction and hept is the root word. Hept, between 5th and the 6th carbon we have double bond, so therefore 5-ene. So, hept 5-ene. 3-chloro bicyclo 2,2,1 hept 5-ene is the name for this bridged bicyclic compound. Now, move on to the last one here. I will give one more compound. One more compound, 5th one. So this is one more compound. See here, this is bridgehead carbon is, these two are the bridgehead carbon atoms. Now these are the two rings which follows the path. This is the common path between these two rings. Now follow the path here. See here, 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon atoms are in this path. 1, 2. 2 carbon atoms are in this path. Again 2 carbon atoms are in this path. So here 3, 2, 2 means we need to follow longest path first, 3, and again it also containing functional group, and these two are of equal length, but this path containing substituent. Therefore first we have to number this path, then this, and then this. Give the number. So if you give the number from this end, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 remains the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is how we can give the number. So it ends with this, and I followed this path and followed by the next path. So this is the numbering of the ring. Now what is the prefix? 6-methyl. On the 6th carbon we have a methyl group, 6-methyl bicyclo. Now carbon atoms 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, and then how many total carbon atoms? 9. Known, N, 3, all. Known N. Why it is N? Because no double or a triple bonds here. All the carbon atoms are joined by a single bond. So therefore known N, 3 all. So known N, 3 all. So this is the IUPAC name, known N, 3 all. So when we are using hyphen, we need to drop the terminal E, known N, 3 all, because on the 3rd carbon we have alcohol functional group, secondary suffix is OL, therefore 3 all. And this is the naming of bridged, fused and spiro bicyclic compounds. Okay. Now let me give a few more examples here for naming the compounds. So here let us move on to naming of some special compounds. Naming of some special compounds. Naming of some special compounds. They are also called bridged compounds only. So let me give the special compounds here. First one, if unbranched assemblies of 2 or more identical alicyclic rings are there. So that is unbranched assemblies of 2 or more identical alicyclic rings. So unbranched, it does not get branched, unbranched assemblies joining of 2 or more identical alicyclic rings, if it is present. Identical, when the 2 cyclopropane rings are joined, or when 2 or more cyclobutane, cyclopentane or cyclohexane. So such type of rings, when they are joined together, then it is called unbranched assemblies of 2 or more identical alicyclic rings, and they are also called bridged bicyclic compounds or bridged compounds only. So how to name such compounds? So for that you have to take the prefix here. So first we need to take the numerical prefix, then it is followed by name of parent alicyclic hydrocarbon or alicyclic ring. So very simple. First we need to give the numerical prefix. What is numerical prefix? When two rings are there, we need to use the numerical prefix by. If three identical rings are there, then we have to use star. Four identical rings, quarter, and 5 quinique, 6 it is sexy, and 7 hepty, 8 octi, and 9 noni, and 10 it is deci. So we need to use the numerical prefixes. These prefixes stands for total number of alicyclic rings which are present in bridged compounds. So bridged compounds alli ಎಷ್ಟು rings irtave, that we have to specify by using numerical prefix, that is followed by the name of that parent alicyclic ring. We need to give the name of only one parent alicyclic ring on the basis of total number of carbon atoms present in one ring. So one ring alli ಎಷ್ಟು carbon irutte? 3 carbon idre cyclopropane baritivi, 4 carbon atoms idre cyclobutane, 5 carbon atoms idre cyclopentane. Only one ring in a parent name na baradre aitu. So numerical prefix followed by the name of the parent alicyclic ring. So parent alicyclic ring means on the basis of number of carbon atoms in only one ring, you need to give the parent name of the parent alicyclic ring. So let me give the example here, but while giving the numerical prefixes, you need to mention the position of the locants. So you need to specify the locants through which the rings are joined. Yava carbon inda yava carbon ige adu join agide, yava ring inda yava ring ige join aguttalla aa bridge carbon atoms na you need to specify the bridge carbon atoms of 2 rings or the 3 rings or the 4 rings by using the locants. How they are bridged? So through which carbon they have bridged, that we need to specify before the numerical prefix. Okay. Now let me give the example for this. Example. See here, 2 cyclopropane rings are joined here, and you have to number this first ring 1, 2, 3, and you have to start the number from the bridge carbon, and again you have to start the numbering of the second ring again from the bridge carbon by taking 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash. Means the lowest number should be given to the bridge carbon atoms. So 1 and 1 dash are the bridge carbon atoms between 2 cyclopropane ring. Then what is the name? 1 dash by cyclopropane. So very simple. 2 cyclopropane rings are joined. 2 cyclopropane rings are joined through 1 dash. 1 dash. So this is how to name the unbranched assemblies of 2 or more identical alicyclic rings. Now if it is the compound is like this, take down the second example. Take down the second example. See here, 3 cyclobutane rings are joined. You have to start it from here. Lowest number should be given to the bridge carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, and again 1 double dash, 2 double dash, 3 double dash, 4 double dash. So in this way you have to give the number first numbering 1 and second 1 dash, third one 1 double dash, like that you have to give the number. So 1 1 dash, 2 dash, 1 double dash. What are the bridged carbon atoms here? 1 1 dash, 2 dash, 1 double dash. So then what is the name? 1 dash, sorry, 1 comma 1 dash, 2 dash, 1 double dash. What is the prefix? 3 is there, therefore tercyclobutane. Tercyclobutane is the name of this compound. 1 1 dash, 2 dash, 1 double dash, ter stands for 3 cyclobutane rings. Okay. Now, if unbranched assemblies of, second one, if unbranched assemblies, note down this, if unbranched assemblies of two non-identical alicyclic rings are present, two non-identical alicyclic rings if it is present in a compound, then unbranched assemblies of two non-identical rings if it is present, then one of the rings is considered as a substituent. Which is that ring? Smaller ring. So, smaller ring is considered as a substituent and a larger ring as a root word. So, for example, if you have a compound like this, so this is the compound given. This is the compound given. See here, cyclobutane ring is joined to cyclopentane. You know that smaller ring is cyclobutane and larger ring is cyclopentane. Cyclopentane is the root word and this become a substituent. So, what is the name of this substituent? Cyclobutane. So, cyclobutane, you have to remove one hydrogen from cyclobutane, it becomes a respective substituent group. Then what is the name of that substituent group? You remove ANE and add YL, what you get? Cyclobutane. Correct? Cyclobutane or cyclobutyl. You remove ANE and add YL, you will get the name of the substituent, cyclobutyl cyclopentane. This is the name. You have to take one of the rings as a substituent. I have given the substituents of alicyclic rings. After removing one hydrogen, cyclobutane becomes cyclobutyl. Cyclobutyl substituted cyclopentane. So, cyclobutyl cyclopentane is the name of the unbranched assemblies of two non-identical alicyclic rings. Okay. Now, let us move on to unbranched assemblies of third one. Unbranched assemblies of two or more benzene rings. Two or more benzene rings. Two or more benzene rings. When two or more benzene rings are present and when they are joined in a single line, unbranched assemblies of two or more benzene rings if it is there, we have to use again the numerical prefix, and followed by the root word. Here root word we cannot take a benzene, but the root word is nothing but phenyl. We need to give the name of the aryl substituent group. What is that aryl substituent group? Phenyl. If you remove one hydrogen from the benzene ring, you will get phenyl group and it is followed by the root word phenyl. So, numerical prefix gives the number of benzene rings. If it is 2, bi, if it is 3, ter, whatever the prefixes that we have used in alicyclic ring. 2, bi for 2, ter for 3, quarter for 4, quinique for 5 and sexy for 6 and septi for 7. octi for 8, noni for 9, deci for 10. Okay. Now, let me give the benzene rings here. Benzene rings. So, if 3 benzene rings are present like this, see here benzene ring, and if they are joined through this bridge, you need to give the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, and here 1 double dash, 2 double dash, 3 double dash, 4, 5 and 6. Like that you have to give the number. Now you give the bridge atoms 1 1 dash, 4 dash and 1 double dash. 1 1 dash, 4 dash, 1 double dash. So these are the bridge carbon atoms. Then how many are there? 3 terphenyl. If 2 benzene rings are there, then biphenyl. Biphenyl. If 4 are there, quarter phenyl. Like that you have to give the name. So 1 1 dash gives the bridge carbon atoms. 1 1 dash, 4 dash, 1 double dash. So this is about the naming of special compounds. So where we have assemblies of unbranched assemblies of 2 or more identical alicyclic rings, 2 different alicyclic rings and 2 or more benzene rings. And one more I want to give, whenever alicyclic ring is attached to the benzene ring, for example, if it is like this, alicyclic ring if it is attached to the benzene ring, then we have to treat alicyclic ring as a substituent. Now this become a substituent now, and one, that is 1 cyclopropyl, root word will be benzene. 1 cyclopropyl benzene. Whenever alicyclic ring is bonded to the aromatic ring, that is benzene ring, alicyclic ring is considered as a substituent. So therefore 1 cyclopropyl benzene. I will give one more example. Here we have methyl group and here NO2 group. Okay. Now give the number from that end which starts from alphabetical order. This is cyclohexyl. You need to consider cyclo, that is C of cyclo for the aliphatic order. So cyclohexyl and this is nitro. Therefore this comes first, and this cyclohexyl is again gets substituted. We need to take it in a bracket. See here, this is first carbon of a benzene, second, third and fourth. So we have 2 substituents on a benzene. One is on the first carbon, this is cyclohexyl, but it is substituted cyclohexyl, and this is on the fourth carbon we have nitro. So on the first carbon of a benzene we have cyclohexyl, but we cannot write it as cyclohexyl because it gets substituted here. Again we need to give the number to this ring. So the carbon which is bonded to benzene ring always gives the lowest possible number. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is substituent. We need to give the name of this substituent in a parenthesis as it containing substituent. So cyclohexyl substituent ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. But ಆ substituent group ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, substituent group ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, parenthesis ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. We need to specify the name of the substituent in a parenthesis if it is get substituted. ಮತ್ತೆ substitution ಏನಾದರೂ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ we need to indicate it in parenthesis. We need to place it in a parenthesis. On the first carbon atom of benzene we have cyclohexyl and it gets substituted with 3-methyl. So 3-methyl, 1, 2, 3, 3-methyl, cyclohexyl. So, is that clear now? 3-methyl 1-cyclohexyl. Why it is 1? Because on the first carbon only it gets attached 1-cyclohexyl. It always gets the locant 1. So, need not to specify 1, but for to understand this concept in a proper way, you need to give the locant 1 here. Even you can ignore this because this carbon always gets the lowest number 1 here. Clear? So, 1 on the first carbon atom of the benzene. So, we have 3-methyl 1-cyclohexyl. So, 3-methyl 1-cyclohexyl, and on the fourth carbon we have nitro, 4-nitro. What is the root word? Benzene. Benzene is the root word. It means to say it is substituted benzene. What substituted? On first carbon it is substituted, on fourth carbon it is substituted. So, the first carbon is gets substituted by 3-methyl cyclohexyl, and on fourth we have nitro. We need to arrange them in alphabetical order. Only cyclohexyl is there, then we need to consider, see here, methyl cyclohexyl, again M comes first before the nitro, that is N. So, first comes M and then the N. Therefore, 3-methyl cyclohexyl, 4-nitrobenzene. So, we need to arrange them in alphabetical order. It is nothing but a substituted benzene. This is one more example. Whenever alicyclic ring or the substituted alicyclic ring is attached to the benzene ring, we need to treat alicyclic ring as a substituent. If alicyclic ring, if again it gets substituted, means we need to specify the name in the parenthesis. We need to place the name of substituted alicyclic ring in the parenthesis. Okay. So, that completes the first part of this unit, some basic principles and the techniques, and the next concept in this chapter will be general organic chemistry. I will treat it as a separate part of this unit. So, in some basic principles and techniques, naming of the organic compounds is one part. Second part is general organic chemistry. In general organic chemistry, so we can consider the electronic effects, reaction intermediates, and also isomerism concept. Isomerism, reaction intermediates, and the electronic effects comes under general organic chemistry, and then the last part in this unit is purification, detection, and estimation. So, next let us move on to general organic chemistry, and that topic is also very important for your theory as well as for your competitive part, and this chapter is very basic. You need to go thorough with this chapter. Okay. Now, that is about the naming of all the class of organic compounds and some special compounds also, and in here it completes the naming of the organic compounds. Thank you.